The WNBA is investigating hateful fan comments after the Clark-Reese incident.
The WNBA conveniently failed to provide examples of these violations.
It has escalated into something where now there is an investigation going on because there has been hateful fan comments, supposedly directed towards Angel Reese.
The WNBA reacted strongly after Angel Reese accused Caitlin Clark's fans of making racist remarks. What worries me most is how social media and the media will handle this situation. It seems like the WNBA, the Chicago Sky, and Angel Reese were just waiting for Caitlin Clark to make a mistake so they could pounce and intensify the drama. This was a direct attack against Caitlin Clark's fans, who are now being accused of racist remarks during the Saturday game. Stick around for the insider scoop on the latest Angel Reese drama. Trust me, it's a show you won't want to miss. The WNBA is at it again, proving once more why it remains one of the least loved leagues in professional sports. The league proudly announced their latest initiative, No Space for Hate. This so-called campaign is essentially a PR stunt disguised as a moral high ground effort, and it has backfired spectacularly. What should have been a simple initiative to promote inclusivity has instead turned into yet another mess filled with baseless accusations and a fan base rapidly losing patience. Everything came to a head during the Indiana Fever versus Chicago Sky game. Somebody on Twitter claimed they were at the game and heard fans making monkey noises directed at Angel Reese when she was at the free throw line. That's simply not true. Angel Reese, who has never shied away from the spotlight, claimed that Caitlin Clark's fans hurled racist remarks at her and her teammates. Unfortunately, the league continues to prove that this is not just about basketball, and the media is not treating it like athletes playing a sport. The situation has escalated to the point where there is now an investigation ongoing into these supposed hateful fan comments toward Angel Reese, and the same old narrative from last season has resurfaced. But clearly, that wasn't the case then, and unfortunately, the narrative is back. The WNBA has essentially verified those claims and announced they are launching an investigation. It's not just the league putting out statements. The Indiana Fever, the WNBA Players Association, and the Chicago Sky all released statements condemning the alleged behavior. The WNBA immediately jumped in, launching an investigation and publicly condemning the supposed misconduct. But here's the problem. There were probably 17,000 cell phones in the arena that night. You mean to tell me that not one person recorded any racist behavior directed at Angel Reese or the Chicago Sky? Not a single bold move, no evidence whatsoever. There's no evidence. None. We're talking about an arena packed with over 17,000 people, all armed with smartphones. Yet no recordings, photos, or credible accounts of these incidents have surfaced. Indiana is reportedly not a safe place to play because the fans are terrible, they're racist, and scream slurs during the game. I'm angry about this because it seems the WNBA relied on things said on Twitter and rumors rather than facts. The league's accusations rest on nothing but hearsay, and fans aren't buying it. The WNBA wanted to capitalize on the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark rivalry by putting these two teams against each other in a high-profile game. Instead of addressing real issues, the league doubled down on vague allegations, hoping the noise would drown out the lack of evidence. Angel Reese once again took center stage, turning the 2025 WNBA opener into a theatrical performance of righteous outrage, Sports Edition. The league announced an investigation into fan misconduct during their first game of the season, promising to protect Chicago Sky players and encouraging meaningful steps toward a safe environment for all WNBA athletes. This time, the Chicago Sky alleges that Caitlin Clark's fans unleashed a torrent of hateful and racist remarks during their game. Angel Reese didn't stop there. She praised the league's quick response and the No Space for Hate campaign, proclaiming, "If it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone." But let's pause for a reality check. What exactly happened to Angel Reese during that game? From multiple reports, including Scott Agnes, a key reporter for the Pacers and Indiana Fever, nothing happened. No fans were approached, no players called out specific fans, and no other fans corroborated the story. Critics deny all these allegations against Caitlin Clark's fan base, but Angel Reese doubles down. This isn't about fostering respect, it's about weaponizing outrage to score moral high ground points. The initial investigation targeted Caitlin Clark's fans, and the WNBA eagerly played along, turning every disagreement into headline-grabbing drama. Most of the audience has no loyalty to the WNBA itself. Their loyalty lies with Caitlin Clark. Clark isn't just a player. She's one of the few reasons people care about the league right now. Her fan base is massive, loyal, and, most importantly, not tied to the league. They're here for her, not the league, which can't stop shooting itself in the foot. By targeting Clark's supporters, the WNBA risks alienating the very fans who keep their viewership numbers from plummeting. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This league, which I can only describe as a dump, a turd of turds, can't get out of its own way. And this is no isolated incident. The WNBA has a long history of turning minor issues into full-blown controversies, but this doesn't guarantee the rest of the league will follow suit. No one is loyal to the WNBA. No one cares about the league itself. It thrives on outrage rather than performance, constantly chasing headlines instead of building a loyal fan base, and it never seems to work. Within 5 minutes of applying CBD lotion from Sugar Mountain Trading, my wife's pain was gone. I'm telling you, it's nearly magical. Sugar Mountain Trading also offers CBD bar soap that keeps you pain-free and smelling fresh at the same time. But back to the WNBA. This latest debacle is just another example of their inability to focus on what matters, the game. Instead, they focus on social media to hype the rivalry between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. What frustrates me the most is that, yes, I'm with the WNBA. I don't want there to be hate either. But fans need to be allowed to be fans. You have to be able to boo the opponent. What the league has done is turn basketball into a battleground of baseless accusations and performative outrage, resulting in a fan base that's tired of drama and a league inching closer to irrelevance. The real resistance has come from Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White, whose diplomatic responses condemned hateful remarks and emphasized the need for a welcoming environment. That's admirable, sure, but it's rich coming from a league where controversies are practically scheduled events. Then it dawned on me. Angel Reese is immune to criticism from the WNBA front office because she's the innocent victim oppressed by white men, women, and, in some extreme cases, white they slash them. Let's talk about Angel Reese, the league's self-appointed queen of clapbacks. She's a walking, tweeting headline generator. Criticism fuels her, and she wields social media like a weapon, responding to critics with spicy subtweets and rallying her supporters in droves.